Hello Scorpio, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. This is your weekly tarot forecast. Please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. And please go check out the other videos that may pertain to you for your sun, moon, or rising signs. That will give you a much more dynamic picture of what's going on with you this week and during the monthly readings as well. So let's just get right into it and see what Scorpio needs to know for this coming week. What is going on with you, Scorpio? All right, first card is the Eight of Wands. This is swiftness. This is like that lightning bolt communication. We're going to lay down our 10 cards for the Celtic cross spread, but we are also going to do an 11th card. 11 is the number of magic. 11 is the continuation of the spiral, and this is going to be our confirmation card, and we are not going to look at that until the very end. I don't even know what that is. We're going to see how that ties the whole reading together, and that's going to be our confirmation card, okay? So looking at these cards, I see that you believe yourself to be in the middle of a really great spiritual transformation. I think that you see yourself as someone who is just evolving and just getting better and better and better. And I really think that you are... you're kind of changing yourself. You're rebuilding yourself. You're re-envisioning yourself and your future. I really think that with this death card here, this is really you're in this process of kind of shedding the old you and really coming into and blossoming into the new you, into your new future. And I think that it's really going to involve a lot of success and a lot of changes, but a lot of really good success for you, okay? Now, if you're concerned about your career and your finances and that sort of thing, I do think that your highest kind of goal right now, your aspiration is to really gain, to really start using this kind of personal transformation as a way to secure your finances, to secure your income, your stability, your success. We have the Nine of Discs here, and I think this really does represent your kind of ideal outcome this week. For right now, I think you really just want to start seeing that money come in, because that is going to, just kind of finance your life, finance this personal transformation as well, and give you that kind of safety and security that you need in order to focus on those things that are more important to you. Okay, I don't think that this increase of wealth and money and finances is your ultimate goal in life, but I feel like right now it's needed in order for you to continue advancing on your path, right? And I think that you are also this person who is very much tied to your spirituality. I think with this High Priestess card here representing kind of your foundations, the roots of you, I think you do have a very strong connection to your intuition, to your spiritual side, to the universe itself, to the spiritual atmosphere around you. So I think that you really are able to see the signs and synchronicities in your life, and I think that that you're very much in tune with that. A lot of the times I think people go through these personal transformations or these kind of life-changing events, these really, really large-scale transformations in life rather unconsciously, because sometimes we don't see all of these signs and synchronicities and omens around us. But I think you have a history of really strong ties to the spiritual world. I think you are, probably a tarot reader yourself. You're probably someone who is very, very intuitive, if not just outright psychic on your own, and you know that. But I think that this leads you to a really strong sense of synchronicity and connection with the world around you. And I think that's really part of this personal transformation that you are on, this spiritual evolution that you're undergoing right now. Okay? And the circumstances that you find yourself in this week, I think, while they involve this personal transformation, this spiritual evolution, while you are focused on securing this income and this financial stability, I think right now there is a sense of urgency with you because you are starting to lose some sort of interest or passion or enthusiasm for the work that you're doing. Okay, whatever, I think whatever it is that you're involved in now in terms of this financial thing, this earning the money, right? I think you're starting to quickly lose interest in that. And I can speak from personal experience that when you're involved in the spiritual work and you're doing that kind of work for your self-development, your spiritual evolution, a lot of these more mundane things just seem very tedious, and they kind of, for me at least, I would lose interest in doing all of this mundane stuff, like just going to work and the humdrum of that. And so I think it's really easy for us to be so involved and so drawn and so passionate and excited about the spiritual work that we're doing that we quickly lose interest in those more mundane things of life that we have to do still, those kind of the humdrum routine of our daily existence, right? But I think that's what you're experiencing now. I think you might be having just kind of a little bit of a panic, thinking, well, gosh, I don't really want to do this kind of work anymore. And with this Eight of Cups, I think this is showing that you're losing some satisfaction, losing some interest in the work that you're doing. And it is happening very fast. I think right now a lot of your energy is focused on this kind of spiritual evolution and this personal transformation that you're on this journey. Right? And I think you're quickly realizing that the work you're doing is not really what you want to be doing. It's not what you feel passionate about anymore. In the recent past, we do have some disappointment. We have some kind of a loss of hope, a loss of optimism. Maybe this is just a little bit of sadness related to this work that we're doing, right? I think that there's just been some disappointment there. Like maybe you started out pretty excited about this work that you're doing because remember, you do have these high hopes. You have this aspiration to be financially successful, financially stable, and to secure your wealth and your income, right? To stabilize your life and give you that foundation, kind of just as a support, as a baseline, as a springboard into more other work for you, more of that personal transformation, more of your spiritual work. Maybe it's this job that you have that pays the bills while you're focusing on, your more spiritually oriented business, right? Maybe you're a tarot reader or a psychic, or you're doing something in the occult community that you really want to be doing, but you still need this job in order to pay the bills, right? Until that other thing really starts taking off. But there has been some disappointment there, and I can understand that you don't really have the enthusiasm or the interest to keep doing this routine, mundane, humdrum thing that you're doing. But your ultimate goal, keep in mind, is to have this financial stability and to secure this income. So I think you are really quickly approaching that point that you maybe have to make a decision of what you're going to do. Are you going to bite the bullet and just completely quit that other thing in order to focus on what you really want to be doing? Or are you going to refocus some of your efforts onto this work, this whatever this is that pays the bills? Are you going to refocus on that? Because right now you need that, right? You haven't reached that point with this other thing where it can kind of sustain itself, on its own. So I think that you're quickly approaching that kind of ultimatum with yourself, and I think you're quickly losing interest in whatever this, the more routine, daily kind of work is that you're doing, okay? But again, keep in mind that you really want that financial income. I think this is that aspiration, that hope that you have is that you'll create this financial stability so that you can pursue your other interests and passions in life. Okay. Don't forget to hit that like button and please subscribe to this channel. You all are helping this channel grow so much, and I love being able to do this for you every day. So I appreciate you all very, very much. Thank you. Now, in the immediate future, I do see that you're going to be taking the next step in this situation. So I really do think that you're quickly approaching this ultimatum with yourself where you're going to have to make that decision to just go full force into this future state, into this next business, this next thing that you're doing. I really think the time is getting close where you're going to have to just make that leap into the future, right? The only way this could be more clear is if this was the Fool card and not the Judgment or the Aeon card. If we had the Fool card, that would be a very strong indication that you should just close your eyes and jump, okay, into your future. But this card is a little bit like that, but it's a little bit more complex than just closing your eyes and jumping. This is really tying up the loose ends, making sure that all of this past situation, or what's the current situation now, making sure all of that is stable and well taken care of, closing up the loose ends, finishing what you started there before moving on to the future, into this new era, this new phase, this next level of your life. Okay, so this isn't as carefree and spontaneous as that Fool card would be. Okay, the Fool card would just close its eyes and jump, and come what may. This Aeon card or Judgment is this tying up of the loose ends, making sure that you really do complete what you started in this previous cycle, this current situation here. Make sure you get that all wrapped up, bring it to a conclusion in the best way possible, keeping your goals and aspirations in mind, which is this financial stability, and then taking that bold leap into the future. Okay, so you can see it's a little bit different than if we just had the Fool card there. I do see that people around you, your environment that you find yourself in, is very competitive. I feel like there are conflicting energies, conflicting opinions. Maybe there are people close to you that are kind of trying to pull you in different directions or tell you what you should do or give you some kind of unasked for advice, possibly. But with this Two of Wands, I do feel like you're kind of battling against some naysayers or some people who just think they kind of know better about what you should do with your life. So I think that is kind of a little bit of your environment right now. Okay, is this, people are kind of battling for control when really you need to be in control of you, of your life, of yourself, okay? Because after all, it is your ultimate life path. It is your more overarching spiritual evolution, personal development, whatever you want to call it. It is yours, right? So I think that you need to take control of it and try not to listen too much about what these other people are saying, or what their negative energy may be, or just what their opinions are, or what they're trying to tell you should do. Okay, so I think there's a lot of that going on. With that Two of Wands in the environment, I think there's a lot of kind of just battling of people who think they know what's best for you. There's some conflict there. Now, in terms of your hopes and fears, we see the Three of Cups. This is a really beautiful card. This is all of the love and abundance and joy and satisfaction and good feelings, and the really, really beautiful emotional energy that you're going to get through this situation, through the achievement of your goals, through all of this work that you're doing and these plans that you have for the future. I really think are going to bring you this love and abundance and satisfaction. It's really just a matter of, I think, paying attention to the energies that we're talking about here and using that to make your kind of next move and to make decisions into the future, right? We don't have that Fool card that is just close your eyes and jump. This is take your time and make sure you address all of these issues. Listen to your intuition. Keep in mind the goal that you have, the immediate goal, which is this financial stability. Because you see yourself in this kind of spiritual journey, doing this spiritual work, this is kind of your ultimate reason for doing all of this. So that is going to be, I think, an important factor in what you do right now with this situation in order to deal with, again, with your kind of disappointment with what you're doing right now, this kind of routine life, and that quickly approaching ultimatum that you have with yourself, right? So I think that it's really coming fast. All of this kind of this energy and emotion is building up. But if you keep your goals, keep your kind of long-term plan in mind, and I think you're really going to be manifesting this love and abundance and productivity and fertility and joy and all of this beauty, I think, is really coming your way. And this is what you're hoping for. You're hoping for a life that is full of this kind of joy and satisfaction because you are doing the spiritual work and you're incorporating that into your daily life. It's really a part of who you are and it's really important to you. And your success is really going to bring a lot of joy and satisfaction to you and to me as well. I'd love to hear about it. Leave me some comments. Let me know how this is all going for you. In terms of the immediate future, the kind of, the next couple weeks, maybe the next month or two, we do have a lot of financial success and stability. So if your goal was to secure your finances and your income and build that stable foundation for yourself, I really think you're going to continue on that path and it's going to work out for you. With this Prince of Discs, this is someone who is really growing their financial life around them, really growing their stability, really doing the work to manifest all of that wealth, all of that kind of financial success. And so this is what I see in the, going into the future, next few days, couple weeks, a month or so down the road, it's really going to see you growing this financial success around you. Okay, so I think that with all of this energy, you're still going to be on that path to get to your goals. It's going to work out. There's just a lot of elements, a lot of emotion, a lot of energy from now to then. Okay, so there's a lot of in-between stuff that needs to be dealt with. Now we're going to take a look at this confirmation card and see what this tells us about this whole situation and about your life right now in general. Okay, so let's see what we've got. Well, we've got that Sun card. This is a very, very good confirmation in my opinion. This is telling me that you're going to be completely fulfilled. You're going to be on this spiritual journey, right? This kind of personal evolution that you're on, and you really are becoming that spiritual being, that really harmonious, fulfilled, self-realized person that I think you're on the path to becoming with this Death card, with the future, with this Aeon card, with your connection to the spiritual world and your kind of psychic abilities, right? Your intuitive abilities. You're really going to be blossoming into this just completely just perfected, wonderful, fulfilled, satisfied, self-realized being with this Sun card. You're just going to be shining forth as the beautiful sun that you are. And I think it's through all of this work that you're doing. I think you're very conscious and very aware of what's going on with you, both internally and externally. And I think the confirmation here really is that you are becoming this wonderful, fulfilled star, this self-realized, self-actualized star that you are. And this is a really good confirmation that says all of this work, all of this kind of this, trouble and toil and emotions and all of this energy that's kind of all over the place is really going to work out. It is really all for something. It all has meaning. It all is kind of leading to this ultimately. The result of all of this, I think, is this Sun card and you being this just radiant being that is fulfilling all of your desires, all of your goals, all of your kind of spiritual will, and all of this transformation is really bringing you to this. And that's a wonderful confirmation. Scorpio, thank you so much for letting me read for you today. This was your weekly tarot forecast. If you want to stick around for the extended version, you can become a member of this channel, and all of the information is down in the description box. Thank you so much. Wow. Yeah, that was great.